I once heard a story about a famous 19th century trapeze artist who walked a tightrope hundreds of feet above the Niagara River, just upstream from the massive, world-famous Niagara Falls. He began to draw a crowd as he repeatedly walked across the rope and then began to show off by increasing the difficulty of the feat. He stepped up to the crowd and asked them if they believed he could roll a wheelbarrow clear across the tightrope. One man was anxious to see him try, so he shouted, "Yes, I believe you can!" The trapeze artist smiled and rolled the wheelbarrow up to the tightrope and then looked directly at the man and said, "If you believe, then get in." There are times in life when God asks us to trust Him and step out in faith and get in the faith wheelbarrow. It's one thing to say to God, "Yes, I believe you can," but it's something completely different to climb in the wheelbarrow and then trust Him with your life. Each person's wheelbarrow looks different. So what does yours look like? Has God asked you to get in an area related to your finances or to a new ministry assignment or the well-being of your family? Because when we get in, it usually means we're leaving something safe or comfortable behind in exchange for something uncertain in the future. It will require us to go somewhere or do something or give something that seems illogical or impractical from a purely human standpoint. Getting in requires faith. Remember God's call on Abram's life in Genesis 12? He told Abram to leave behind the safe things in his life, his country, his people, his father's household, to embrace the uncertainty of an unknown journey ahead. And Abram obeyed. He didn't know where God was leading him. He went anyhow. Called him to get in. And he did. Now it's your turn. If you really want to know the fullness of God's presence in your life, if you want to live life in a way that really matters for eternity, then you must get in. You must put your whole life in the wheelbarrow and trust God with it. It's not good enough to sit safely and comfortably on the banks of the Niagara and marvel at the faith walkers of old. It's not enough to watch your friends get in the wheelbarrow for the ride of their lives. It's time for you to stop watching and start trusting God to write faith stories that will become yours and His. If you haven't already, it's time to get in.